Let's talk further about all of this. Edward Ahmed Mitchell joining me now. He is Deputy Director of the Council on American Islamic Relations, and he's also an attorney. So good to see you.
Thank you for having me, Frederica.
So I know this has really shaken up a lot of people, and I'm wondering if, particularly, if the Muslim community in Albuquerque, if people there are living in fear.
Absolutely. I mean, this is impacting not only the Albuquerque Muslim community, but Muslims across the country. We are deeply concerned about the safety of our Muslim brothers and sisters in Albuquerque. What is happening there is almost unbelievable. The idea that 4 different Muslim men could be murdered over the course of a year and the killer still be at large, it's incredibly disturbing, it's terrifying. But we are reassured and happy to see that there is now a clear, full federal response in addition to the local response, and that the local community is getting support from their neighbors. That is what has to happen until this person is caught and stopped, and that must happen very, very soon. This is completely unacceptable.
And the age range is very varied, and except the case in 2, there are some commonalities here. 2 of the killings, both were leaving the same mosque. How do you assess, what's going on here?
Well, look, when the first killing happened back in November, obviously no one realized that there was going to be anything to come after that. It seemed like it was a single incident. But then earlier this week, when 2 more Muslim men, both of Southeast Asian origin, were murdered, it was very clear there's some sort of pattern here. And then the killing Friday night left no doubt this is a serial shooter, potentially a serial killer targeting Muslims. These men all had something in common. They're Muslim, they're of Southeast Asian origin, and they all lived or worshipped in that same area. So clearly there's a pattern here. We don't know why this is happening. We have no idea who's doing it, what the motive is, but whatever they're doing, it is evil. They are systematically targeting a certain ethnic and religious group. And again, this person or persons, they've got to be caught as soon as possible. We cannot have Americans walking out of their homes afraid that they're going to be randomly shot and attacked. It's completely unacceptable. And again, we're happy to see that there is a very strong law enforcement response to this.
Your group is trying to be very proactive. You've raised money for a reward leading to an arrest in the killings on top of what is being offered by Crime Stoppers. So how important is the community's assistance in helping to solve these crimes?
Absolutely. Look, oftentimes when criminals who are not known and committing acts of violence like this, when they're caught because of a tip. Someone in the community notices something, recognizes something, and it may not seem important to them initially, but they go ahead and call it in, and that leads to a break. And so everyone in Albuquerque or elsewhere who thinks they may know anything at all about this should absolutely call it in. Of course, we're offering a reward for any information leading to an arrest and conviction, and that is what has to happen as quickly as possible. There have been 3 different men all killed over the past week. And this is not only a threat to Albuquerque Muslims. Whoever is doing this is a threat to everyone, to our very way of life in this country. And so we're happy to do everything we can to support the local community, and that's the same of Muslim organizations across the country. This is not just a local issue. We have a teaching as Muslims that our community is like one body. If one part of the body hurts, the entire body is harmed. That's what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us to believe. And so we believe that, and we are all concerned, all impacted, and everyone's trying to do something to help.
All right. We appreciate your time. Edward Ahmed Mitchell, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.